Turn the TVs off.
This is what I'm saying, Teef. The dude that signed Lefty Gunplay comes out of the school of Glasses Malone, out of Blue Division. The dude that signed him, my man Solis, he's straight directly out of our school. Like education, like he came through my program, no different than the homies. They came through the program. So when I watched Lefty win an award, of course I'm happy that my man won an award.
You're proud.
This dude was a dude, Teeth in the streets. He a Korean brother that's street as fuck in the streets. And all he wanted to do was change his life. And to watch him accomplish this, I can't even be happy because Lex just talking shit.
Where's Lex at right now? Where's Lex at right now?
I'm talking about Lady Gaga today, right? And this is what's funny, right? Because I've been in the business now 21 years. Like I'm getting too old head. Like I got my first deal in like 07. This is how old head. They was trying to sign me in 05. I was in the meeting at Interscope with Kevin Black, Savalas, all of these people that was at Interscope when Lady Gaga came to sing. Ask them, ask her. She probably don't even remember. She probably be like, it was a crip. That's what she gonna remember. It was a crip in the fucking room. It was in a small room, and it's like, Glasses, sit by. We about to have this lady come sing with us. We think about signing her. Da da da. I'm like, cool. So I'm just waiting, chilling. Shout out to my man Garrett, all my people at Interscope, Reza, all my folks. Ask them, and they're voting on her. And this little white lady walk in looking like a school teacher. I'm talking about like she just finished teaching math. I mean, real white lady.
You says teaching math or teaching meth?
Teaching math.
Both.
Geometry.
Both.
No, she was hella clean, but she looked like she was teaching geometry. Like that's how she looked. And I'm like, this little lady? And she sang Teeth and had the biggest voice in the world. And they was voting her. And
she played the piano too?
It was 5 people in the room. She wasn't playing the piano in this little ass room at Interscope.
Okay.
And 2 people voted yes, 2 people voted no. And they said, what you think, G? And I put a fucking thumbs up.
So it was left up to you.
Lex don't believe, and I'm like, Lex, I'm not.
Yeah, right.
So Crips brought us Lady Gaga. The Crips brought us Lady Gaga.
He brought her home.
I'm saying this publicly, Lex, and nobody is going to debate it. You could clip it, send it out.
Glasses Malone.
I was playing my violin for you.
Glasses Malone was the reason Lady Gaga is on the Grammys right now, receiving the Grammy Award.
No.
All right. Well, you know, if you would have went like this though,
maybe she gets signed to Sony. Who knows? Or maybe they signed her. Fuck what I think. But I'm just saying, imagine seeing this lady. Imagine seeing this lady walk in this little office, this little old lady, little white lady, feel me, big voice, and now she's at the Grammys. Not just Kendrick or somebody I knew since a kid, or even Kendrick or Leon. Ty is my boy. This is my kid. This is my dude. And this is
the
his
third
artist.
time we've heard this story.
Like he's winning shit. He's performing at the Grammys. You understand how personal this is?
This resonates with him. Lex, you can't do that, man. People coming out of the Blue Division Academy, bro.
That's a fact.
Sean, so you know what black women are coming out the Blue Division Academy?
There's a lady that
take your time, take your time. Do the research.
There's a lady coming out that comes to ADHD right now. Her name is Jaleesa Scales. Lisa.
That's a fact.
She helps all across the business, all kind of marketing facets.
Yep.
She's out of the Blue Division Academy.
Yeah, Lisa
good enough for you, Lex.
Ace Boy Pun, right? That does the community, right? That managed problem, League of Stars, that's out of the Blue Division Academy. So yes, I am moved, Lex, when I see personal friends, families, students, people I love have success. I'm sorry, Lex. It ain't in me to just be like, oh, that shit. You know, I'm happy, Lex. Last year we was doing the same thing on the same day last year, and my young homie won 5 grand.
That's a fact.
Of course, I'm gonna be full of joy, Lex. I know when you get old, you just kind of lose your luster for life. I'm sure I'm gonna get there one day if I'm lucky. But I am still fired up about
so you call that luster for life What I'm gonna tell you, what you're doing is putting on tight pants, jumping on the table, and booty clapping right now. Because you know what? You explain to me how. Forget it, man. You're not booty clapping. That was out of pocket. That's for someone that I hate.
Yeah. Listen, bro. That's a term. No. That's a term that will not be used on this platform ever again.
I apologize.
No. Mute your mic up right now, please, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We are back, gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying?
This is not right, man.
This is mute up, please, man. Episode 9 right now. I told you by episode 10 where we was gonna be. Know what I mean? But we at 9 right now. Know what I'm saying? Me, myself, I'm Trap Bradshaw, know what I'm saying? AKA, yes, the raspy, skinny Barry White. Yes, I'm going with the net. Know what I'm saying? I don't give nobody say. But yeah, man, I'm saying I got my comrades here with me right now. Who's this right now coming to the joint? We're calling this episode right now.
Pharrell just won the Dr. Dre Impact Award.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope.
You get what I'm saying?
That's dope.
You get what I'm like, Dre.
That's dope.
Like, I'm his
Look,
product.
the Grammy is black. It's not gold. It's black.
I know it's black.
That's dope.
So
he's the
we're gonna go.
person that told me, Trap, that I can make it. He's like, you
Pharrell? Dre. Oh, Dre. Yeah.
They named an award after him, Lex.
Yeah, that's a fact. So now we going around the round table right now. I got my uncle. I got Uncle Trill. Right, ain't my uncle, but it could be y'all uncle right there. Uncle Trill, know what I mean? Wave with the wave right there. Know what I mean? Got my guy right there, PG, otherwise known as, I'm not gonna call him that, but yeah, that's PG right there. You can see his name on the screen right there. Got my man Steve, the producer, and it's not for music. Know what I mean? And I got the guy who made the choice of Lady Gaga making it to Interscope. You know his name. I know his name. Glasses, Loke, Malone.
Industry Loke.
Know what I mean? 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up for Lady Gaga, you heard? And I got
supreme local law. We giving
I got the guard, you know what I'm saying? Knowing the lesson, you know what I'm saying? 360, you know what I'm saying? Three quarters and $6. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 6 dimes, right? Yeah, but and I got this guy right here, man. We gotta give him a new name tonight, though. You know what I'm saying? His name will be
Mac 11 Lex.
Mac 11 Lex. Mac 11 Lex. There you go, right there.
That's what you hear when I'm coming for you. That's what you hear.
He got the echo machine going on right now. He brought the DJ Clue echo machine. Y'all heard Clue say, yo, he went and dusted off the echo machine for J. Cole, for J. Cole new mixtape. So I had to go get the echo machine dusted off and shit, you know what I'm saying, and go back into the archives for this guy for this mixtape right here, you know what I mean? He said he came along with 4 joints, you know what I'm saying? We got busy with it. Mr. Malone does not like it though, you know what I'm saying, at all. He said it was not needed because he wasn't shooting, he wasn't aiming at nobody. He was being a coward, is what he said in his words.
Hold on. Now, it's funny that I love J. Cole. He's not from my hometown. He's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. He comes to Queens. Hold on. And I got love for him. He's been seasoned. We taught him the game. And now he gets all excited for lefty someone, whatever, lefty gunplay. Right? But I can't be excited for J. Cole and what he represents to me. That's kind of funny.
Lefty Gunplay is actually from his town. J. Cole is not from your town, B. J. Cole couldn't walk around with this hat on.
What town did he come from?
He couldn't do that.
He came to Queens, right?
He's from Fairville.
Came out of Queens Academy.
No, he didn't come out of Queens Academy.
He did.
Came out of St. John's University. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's part of the fabric of Queens, bro.
No, America. Cut that shit, man. St. John's University, B. Get out of here with that, man. Tired of you doing that shit.
Wait, is Howard University a part of DC fabric?
Yeah, just because you go there don't mean you.
St. John's is a part of Queens.
Just because you went to
St.
Howard.
John's is a part of Queens.
Just because you went to Howard doesn't make you from DC.
I didn't go to Howard. I graduated from Howard. Okay. There's a difference.
And are you from DC? Does that make you from DC? Are you from DC now then? You from DC?
I was seasoned in DC, bro. But everyone in Queens, y'all know my name.
Where you was baked at. You should have came to DC already seasoned.
I was with one book. I had one book that I was reading from. I looked at DC and got 12.
Should we tell him why he ended up in DC? Do we let the people know how he ended up in DC?
Dad say some crazy trap. Uncle Trill. Don't listen to him, Trill.
We gonna say
like your life is a
for another time?
Yeah, we gonna talk another time.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Like we're talking about Paul Bunyan right now.
Tops of Lex, Mac 11 Lex. We gonna get
11 Lex.
We gonna get
the 28th, January 28th, which was Cole's birthday, he dropped a 4-piece. You know what I'm saying? It was four freestyle songs. He chose classic beats to go off of. He chose the I don't know why he didn't choose the Benjamins though, but he chose Victory. He chose Who Shot Ya, chose Can I Live, and he chose what was the other one? Money, Power, Respect.
Because I don't think he was trying to stay away from direct Diddy, probably.
Those are all Diddy beats. Those are all Bad Boys.
Diddy, but they're not all songs that are because Diddy has his own songs.
Those are Bad Boy beats, though. Those are all Bad Boy beats, though.
Of course, but
so,
there's a difference. Because for me, if I was gonna do a freestyle right now, I'm not doing no freestyle over no Diddy track. I'm doing a freestyle over a Biggie track.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. No Diddy beats. I see what you did there.
No Diddy beats. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I do appreciate the fact that he used DJ Clue. That was, that's our era. You know what I mean? Hearing that DJ Clue laugh on a mixtape, that's dope. It was funny to see some of the younger fans. They heard the laugh and they thought that was J. Cole mocking Kendrick's boogeyman persona.
Wow.
And it just showed me how far away certain people that are fans of hip hop are from the foundation of it. And then when they heard the Who Kid drop, on Twitter, they said, "Oh, he's mocking the boogeyman laugh." When Clues, Clue do that laugh, and it's like, well, that's what we tune into Clue to hear that. We tune in to hear all that stuff. They're not familiar with that. And
wait.
Necessarily their fault.
Let them finish.
How are we not familiar with it?
No, we are familiar with it. We are. I'm talking about younger people.
We're familiar with it. Where did Clue get it from?
I don't know. You may know that.
DJ Chosen one. Queens.
You don't know that, Trill.
DJ Chosen one.
Yo, mute up, Lex.
You'll see. Okay. You'll see.
So, finish what you're saying.
Yeah. Nah, so they weren't familiar with that. And it's not necessarily their fault because DJ Clue wasn't prominent in their upcoming in hip hop. DJ Clue was prominent in my upcoming hip hop. So I remember, Fabulous tearing down Clue tapes from 99 to 01, like the best of Fabulous mixtapes and all that stuff. They're not from that era of mixtapes. They're from the era of people making, their own original music on mixtapes outside of maybe Lil Wayne. So like that's the only part of mixtape freestyles they're familiar with is what Wayne did with DJ Drama and all that. So it's a whole generation of kids that weren't outside for, the DJ Clue era. The like doo-wop, Tony Touch, the mixtape era that we from.
It's 2.5 generations since that though, for real.
Yeah, it's been like two full generations since those guys were putting out mixtapes. I thought it was dope that Cole tapped back into that because Cole's my age. Cole is 17 days younger than me. So for him to tap into that was really cool. Being someone that's from that era, an internet kid, someone that appreciates the art of MCing, I thought that was really dope because he brought his fans forward. So he let his fans, because he has a lot of fans that are in their 20s, that was their introduction to DJ Clue. I thought that was really dope that he was able to do that and to see like, yo, this is the hip hop we grew up on. You find the dopest beat and you just rap your ass off to it. No hook. No, none of this shit. You just go on there, you get on there and you pop shit about how you the dopest nigga in the world. That is the era that J. Cole learned to love hip hop in. So I think it's dope that he was able to write his own little mini love letter to mixtape rapping.
How do you know?
Wait.
How do you know what era J. Cole fell in love with hip hop?
Wait, Lex. Glasses. What do you think of that, Glasses?
Nah, shit. I'm not mad. I don't think I ever thought about it that way.
He don't care.
It's not I don't care, dog. It's cool.
I think it's important though. I think that part of it is important. Now, the stuff he said or whatever, that's we could talk about that later. But I do think it's important that he put DJ Clue on a tape, and he just got on there and he just rapped his ass off, and that's one of the things that's missing. Like his favorite rapper was Cannabis. That's how I know
Cole's favorite rapper was Cannabis.
Cole's favorite rapper used to be Cannabis. That's what made him want to rap. That's how I know. Because Cole is my age. Like, we from that era. Nas was his favorite rapper. Nas was my favorite rapper. We were introduced to hip-hop around the same time. We grew up idolizing a lot of the same things. Even though he was in Fayetteville, you know what I mean? But we grew up idolizing a lot of the same things. So I thought that was really dope that he brought his younger fans back to something that we all love as hip-hop.
People are going to ask you, which one is it, Cannabis or Nas? Which one? You said his favorite rapper was Cannabis, his favorite rapper was Nas. Do you know what favorite means?
No, but the thing is, like, you don't have just one favorite rapper. Like, you someone to be your favorite rapper, then this person become your favorite. Like, Mace was everybody's favorite.
One favorite rapper.
And then we went back to whoever the fuck we was. Cannabis isn't hot enough to have stayed someone's favorite rapper. If Cannabis is your favorite rapper in 2026, I'm going to ask you, what have you been doing the last 30 years? Like, I understand Cannabis being your favorite rapper in 97. Like, I just heard the Beast from the East on the radio. And I've been thinking about that verse for whatever reason. That verse has just been on my mind when he said, I push niggas to the left so fast, they hearts end up on the right sides of their chest. So I'm getting my car. That's the one, the Lost Boys joint with
Lost Boys. Bink did that book. Nah. That's a freestyle. That's a freestyle.
Nah, but I hopped in the car to take my son to school. I think this is like Tuesday morning, and Beast from the East is on. It's on the Redman verse, so Cannabis is about to come up. And I remember like reciting that verse in my mirror and putting my name in there instead of Cannabis's name. I used to just absolutely love that verse. So kind of my love letter to Cannabis too. So shout out to Cannabis, shout out to Cole for doing it. We'll talk about the content of the mixtape, I'm sure, and then I'll share my thoughts on that.
I think it's dope. I think it's dope that he is putting people up on history. That's always dope in hip hop.
I mean, I don't even that history piece. I don't even give a shit about that. I like the textures was dope to me because that's so far removed, because it's a couple generations away. Now, when it comes back up, it's a whole new texture that people haven't seen before, but it's familiar. So it's super fresh now because now it's I don't want to say it's relevant, but you know, it's like a sneaker or a jacket you haven't seen in like 20 years. When somebody brings it back out, it's like, oh shit, that shit is super fly right now. That fashion is already back around in that kind of direction anyway. So I like it for the texture. I just think a super authentic choice, a super novel choice. He's pulling back to something that we all recognize that has a lot of you know, clout and status and is storied in the culture. The history piece to me don't be that fly unless it's attached to some flyness. That's a fly move to me, and that's what makes the history extra resonant. But that all that studious shit is not really going to resonate with somebody unless they have a reason to be interested in it. The reason to be interested in it is it's hella fly. It has a dope texture to that mixtape. And then
Steve,
that, be like, oh yeah,
I don't disagree with you, PG, but I think it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, I don't really have no opinion on it. I didn't even listen to it all the way through. I was on Clubhouse listening to it through there, so I'm just keep my opinion short and sweet. It was cool from what I was able to hear, and when we get to the content, I'm gonna provide more context. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
All right, so let's go. We're gonna close it out with my man Shatif, because that's the one that's Team Cole right there. So let's see what he think of it right there, man.
Coal miner.
Coal miner.
I think Trill kind of explained it for the most part. That nostalgia, grabbing that Clue vibe, Clips reignited that with their album. So I think that era is always something to kind of crystallize for being something that's a staple for us regardless. So I think he did a dope. That was something dope that he did with that, just to get you prepared for the fall off. So that's my perspective. I think it's just flat out dope.
Yeah, I think it was dope too, though, man. I appreciate it though. Like if we're gonna go into the content, like I said, me and Lex did a Diamond District on it right there. So we did our first listen on it. And matter of fact, Lex, what you thought of it, Lex? Yeah, matter of fact, you ain't even tapping on it. What you thought of it, Lex? Lex, you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
He's watching the Grammys.
Go ahead, bro.
I thought it was dope. I thought he was speaking to New York City. Straight up. He's speaking to a specific cats who were from that terror, from that time. Like Trill said. But he was speaking to NYC, the school that taught him, the school he comes from. And that shit was dope. He flexed his fucking lyrical ability. I don't give a fuck where he from Fayetteville. We taught him, we cooked him, and he's one of our soldiers. You tell me how come he didn't use a Fayetteville? Who comes out of Fayetteville besides him? Like who took the time to put him under the wing and teach him? So who did he rhyme over an Outkast beat?
Nah, DJ Porkrib is from Fayetteville.
I know. I don't know him. But what I'm saying, did he rhyme over a Phil Mob beat? New York City cats this is why we lost it. Because they don't even know. This is how come we don't even know when someone's speaking our language.
That's something sensitive.
We follow these West Coast cats into a grave where they talk about all the nonsense, right? They sit here and say, yo, what you do, lefty gunplay? Whatever you did, whatever that shit was, you deserve a Grammy. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, listen, and then we have someone, because he's not straight out of Fayetteville, producing out of Fayetteville, because he's from Fayetteville, and not because he's from Queens. He's not going to be one of ours. Well, you know what? Listen, them Queens, we divided. Because I'm not going to listen to anyone who didn't love Tribe Called Quest. I'm not going to listen to anyone who didn't love De La Soul. Yeah, let's get to that.
Where the gunshots at, Trav?
I don't know.
That person knows what I'm talking about. Look at him.
Yeah, listen here, bro. Let me tell you like this. This last time you gonna mention that to me right there. I didn't fuck with that shit, B. I was really in tune into the streets, B. I
wasn't talking about you.
No. Well, it could be referred to me though.
Yeah, it can be.
Who the fuck else didn't like Tribe and De La Soul in here?
Yeah. I ain't had no time listening to no Daisy era shit, B. You know what I mean? I was too busy listening to Mobb Deep, MOP. Like I thought I was a little fucking street knucklehead. I was a knucklehead street snot nose ass dude. B.
Look at that, Shaw. Look at him.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's what it was right there with me, though, B.
Help bring us the Mobb Deep we love.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know that. I understand that. I understand production wise, yeah, I know that. But not on content wise though. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't into it though, B. Like I thought, the whole time. The whole time I thought that Fife was the head leader of Tribe Called Quest, B. Go ahead though. Yeah.
Here's the point.
First, I'm sorry, Glasses. Can I just say this, Glasses? If you ever gave it a chance, Tribe Called Quest wasn't on no Daisy Age shit.
Oh, yes, it was.
So
hot sex on the platter.
That's about Daisy Age.
Nigga ain't want to hear all that shit, B. Nigga ain't want to hear all that shit. Yeah, I bet it was.
You didn't want to do a war tour.
I was good.
I wanted to have sex with women.
You like scenario.
I wanted to have sex with women.
It was cool. But I was more into MOP and shit like that. Smooth the Hustler, Trigger the Gambler, shit like that, B. That's what I was into. I was into shit like that. Boot camp.
I wanted to have sex with the streets.
I listen to all of it. I listen to
we listen to all of it.
Bro, stop yelling, bro.
Hold on. The fact that Trap has to defend his taste because Lex wants to claim a Fayetteville nigga.
That's crazy.
You are really I never this whole time thought New York was in a bad place. I mean, never in my entirety. I don't care what y'all say. I do not believe that until you just keep trying to make J. Cole.
Glasses, let me ask you a question. Glasses, let me ask you a question then.
Let me finish.
I'm sorry.
The fact that you are that desperate.
I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate at all.
That's desperation.
No.
You're trying to say a Fayetteville nigga who proudly claims Fayetteville is a New York MC and he's talking to you. No. Okay, we're going to talk. He's using you because you're a dumbass. The fact that he didn't have a North Carolina DJ is a big problem. But you don't understand that because you're so thirsty to have somebody that you don't get what hip-hop is about now.
Trap, you agree with that, right? You agree with that, Trap?
No, it's not an agreement.
Yeah, no.
Look at the LO, man.
Okay.
Look at the LO. The fact that you are that thirsty and you don't understand what just happened right there, the fact that he took all your history and put it on the plate for you, which is dope, because I think it's dope to educate kids on what happened when we were growing up. Lord knows the reason you made mixtapes is because you couldn't afford beats. Who the fuck could do that? When a big name artist did it, it was a big deal. They was giving back. But most people did it, right, to show you that they can rap. I think it's fancy. Trill is right. He's right. I think that's fantastic that he's teaching next generation who Clue is. That's dope. But you got to stop trying to claim this man as a New York MC, bro. It is reeking of craziness.
Desperation, right? I'm crazy. You know what's crazy? It's equivalent to me. It's equivalent to me of someone from your same area not saying, I didn't want to hear what Dr. Dre or MC8 had to say. You know what I mean? But then they have an opinion on someone like Too Short who's not from Cali. Yeah, let's get to it. Yeah. Ice-T, who's not from Cali. We give you all the flavor. So your opinion, as you tell me I'm desperate for anything, I just think you need to chill out, dust off your books, and crack them open. Crack it open.
We can add corrupting Tupac to that too.
Yeah. How dare Cali can't talk to me like that?
And you know what happened? They claimed us. And we said we love y'all back. Fayetteville ain't never one time said, hey, Lex, you know what? This Queens. You are so desperate to have this man. You gonna go against your brother just to have a Fayetteville, a nigga you couldn't even sniff his fucking toes. And you want a Fayetteville nigga.
Yeah,
what?
You couldn't smell his cologne. You couldn't be in proximity. And you couldn't go against
crazy.
I think it's complicated because
he went to school in your town.
We talking about a nigga who did a whole battle against our whole coast who used to be named MC New York.
My point is this: what Trap is missing, right? He's gonna miss what I'm saying if he wasn't really in the Queen shit. If you don't love a staple like Tribe, if you don't love a staple like Tribe,
comparing the Tribe is blasphemous,
bro. It's a lot of people.
Cross. You should be.
Bro, listen, bro.
Yeah, let's move on, man. Let's move on.
Should be crossed and nailed into it.
Yeah,
you should be nailed up there. People should stone you.
Everyone loves fucking Tribe.
No.
Everyone loves Tribe. Yo, Trap is the first person I've ever met in my life who didn't like Tribe.
He's not
all my peoples. All my people. None of my people. We wasn't bumping Tribe like that.
He's far from the first, man.
I didn't get into Tribe.
You should be the second nigga from Queens carrying a cross to hang on. The second nigga. One was in a music video. Yours should be real. The fact that you about to turn on your
hate me now
for a Fayetteville nigga because you're so desperate to have something to go against the people, it's crazy.
Yeah, I prefer Trap not liking Tribe in them versus you trying to claim
you making him a Queens MC.
Not from there. Yeah, that sounds insane, man. He's not from. He has no ties, no family.
The desperation because he went to school.
Come on, man. Primo, I understand. Alchemist, I understand. Guru, I understand. Cole, that's the hill you want to die on.
Why not Cole?
Well, the issue you have is Cole never claimed New York. That's the issue. That's why you can't compare it to Corrupt, Ice-T, Tupac. Those people claimed LA.
They were us. They said he said this the West Side.
We can claim Premier though.
Show me where he said
we can play Guru. We can play Guru and Premier.
Okay. Guru was always a Boston nigga. He just happened to live in Brooklyn. That's why they made the record Brooklyn, the place that
we do treat them like unofficial New York niggas. We always associate them with New York.
Yo, listen. The people that are viewing this, I know you riding with me. I need y'all to leave a comment because these cats are nuts.
You're right. You agree with Lex that Cole is a New York MC and not a North Carolina MC? Say yes, you're right, Lex. He's a New York MC and not what's his town exactly?
Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Fayetteville. If he's not prepared,
don't make that shit sound cool. Fayetteville, North Carolina. We ain't about to Fayetteville.
He's an East Coast MC, right, Lex?
He's definitely East Coast, yes.
But this speaks to but T, and T. This is what I worry about you, T. Because
Shaw, do you get the nuance I'm talking about? I'm not saying he's from Queens.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You can say he's the East Coast MC, but you know what? It's so hard for your arrogant ass to understand that you're a part of the East Coast that you like. If a nigga's intelligent, he needs to be from New York because you think in hip hop you have the motherfucking token signature on intellect and hip hop.
I like K-Dot. He's not from New York.
That's not the. You think he's a New York MC? He lived there. You like, oh, he's one of us too.
Oh, he lives there now.
You know.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
So again, because you feel in hip hop that you guys have the sole access to intellect. So you cannot believe that
intellect get into this masses.
I know
I said nothing like that. I said nothing like that.
About intellect,
yes, you did.
I know you're gonna talk about that.
Yes, you did.
You know the West Coast.
You want to argue this pseudo intellect?
Listen, T.
He
He just say the man is on the East Coast of the map. He don't want to do that. He like, no, this nigga here is from New York. He's from Queens. Bro, he can just be like, bro, we the East Coast. Man. Look how hard it is for him to just be like.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I feel you, man.
Shaw gets it. Shaw gets what I'm saying. Thank you, man. We can move on, man.
Everything.
We can move on.
I mean,
it just be the East, PG.
I don't care about none of those.
Why can't it just be the East? You know what? East Coast, motherfucker.
East Coast.
Where you from? Glasses. Where you from?
I'm from the West Coast.
Well, no. What part of the West Coast you from?
W.
No. Glasses. Where are you from? Where you from, brother?
Howard shit, Lex.
Where you from, Glasses? No. Tell me exactly where you from. This is West Coast? So if I introduce you to someone, I'm going to say he's from the West Coast. You just told me last week that's disrespectful. It matters where you from, bro.
Is it West up, man?
So why are you erasing where J. Cole's from?
Yeah,
because he learned and became a man in NYC on the East Coast.
He was a man today.
How do you know he became a man in New York? He told you that?
He left at 17. Did you leave your house at 17 and go to another state? Go states over? Do you know how that goes? Did you? Well, listen. It's not even talking about doing something positive like going to university. You ever got a 4 or 5 ounces and go out of state? What have you done out of state at 17?
Did that make you from there? Wherever you went. So Jay-Z from Trenton then. Jay-Z not from Brooklyn no more. He from Trenton. That's where he became a man.
I don't know nothing about Jay-Z. I know Jay-Z. I know about Jay-Z in New York. I don't know about him in Trenton. You want to
just like we know about familiar?
Shaka Khan looks amazing tonight.
What was he doing at 16 in North Carolina?
Bro, what is wrong with you, Lex? Why not?
Exactly.
On the internet, idolizing cannabis.
You could just say he's from these.
The same. We did all the same thing. We idolized from afar, all of us.
You were 16.
The only thing you're adding to it is the internet.
You were 16 and 19.
I'm not gonna be a part of hating that dude. I love J. Cole.
What? We don't want you to.
Nobody's hating him.
You think I hate J. Cole? Honestly.
Yes.
Honestly.
I'm starting to, Glasses.
Yes. Thank you, Sha. Thank you, Sha.
You've been ridiculing for a while now, bro.
Tell me the worst ridicule I've had over him.
Coward.
Tell me the most unfair.
He is a coward.
Coward.
That's what he is.
I spoke to a specific thing.
I'm not saying that you wasn't. I'm just saying that.
I'm saying again, if I do something cowardly, and you say, "Gee, man, that was some coward shit," I would not be offended. Listen.
No, I understand your stance. I just don't look at it in that totality. But
because you
real quick, Shaka Khan looks amazing.
You saw that? And Wyclef is on it with Lauren right now.
That's crazy.
That's dope.
Gary Glasses. I'm sorry.
Shout out Jersey, man.
It's simple. I'll say this again. I have no respect for Drake or Cole. Not even a little bit. Not for anybody I've ever had critique for in life, because I've gave him as much praise. But if you do some bullshit, I can tell you did some bullshit. Like Lex is doing some bullshit right now. He could just say, you know what, we all from the East Coast. But it would pain him to claim the East Coast without saying New York. And that, my friends, is the arrogance of what's wrong. It's what's wrong. He could just say Cole is from the eastern part of the United States. Like, I don't say Mix-a-Lot is from West. I don't say Mix-a-Lot is from California. He's from the West. This the West Coast. I don't have to say people from, I don't say they from LA.
But
Shoot
a lot
shots
of
not for
times, so listen, glasses.
on the West
That's
Coast.
that's why I get to getting a lot of arguments about New York because a lot of times people will address and say East Coast when they're really specifically talking about New York. So I feel it's a must to intervene because I understand the New York culture that you have to give them some type of respect when it comes to the East Coast because that's what everybody just normally does. They coin everything east to New York. So, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of times I have to kind of take that wave because they they set a precedent for the coastline when it came to rapping for us. I mean, just for my era at least. Um, so I get the sentiments that Lex wants to take by claiming J Cole, but it's very easy just to say the East Coast. I'm with you. I understand.
Well, I think with him claiming J. Cole is just desperate. If this would have happened, if he would have went to St. John's in 1995, Lex would not be claiming him as a New Yorker in 1995 because there was way too many dope actual New Yorkers out there that we wouldn't have to claim a nigga from Fayetteville, North Carolina. It just shows you how, and we had this conversation before, New York hip hop has fell off, and I'm saying that in my humble opinion. I think New York hip hop is the Dallas Cowboys. New York is the Dallas Cowboys of hip hop. We survive off of legacy. We survive off of our old Hall of Famers. None of the new stuff we doing is relevant outside of it being from New York. And I think being from New York used to mean something. Like in the 90s, if someone said, yo, it's this new rapper from New York, it's people that would just listen to him just off the fact because New York MCs had a reputation. If a nigga came from Queens, you already know his lyrics is going to be on point and he going to be talking that street shit. If a nigga came from Harlem, you already knew he was going to be fly. He was going to be talking that fly shit. If a nigga came from Brooklyn, it was going to be lyrical, but it was going to be grimy, and it might be a little bit fly. If a rapper comes from any of those places today, we don't know what to identify them as or how to identify them. New York has lost all of its
I
luster
I
when
don't.
it comes to MCs. Like
I,
I think that's good personally. I feel like, and we have too much of an addiction to how things were. How things you hold on so much to how things were that you cannot see where things might go. The way New York was for a couple years in the late '80s and the early '90s is not going to be the way New York it always is. And hopefully, hip hop is going to have a long life. We don't want to tether it to 5, 6, 7 years inside of the late '80s and '90s. We want to let it grow and evolve to other things that we won't
PG,
have
but it gotta
control
be
over.
tethered to what's outside though, PG.
What's that?
Like you gotta the thing that scares me, PG, like you're a brilliant artist and a bright person,
I
but you're
appreciate
gonna
it.
have to really understand that this cannot just be you. When you understand that about hip hop, that this cannot just be you. This ain't just your journey that you take on the internet. This ain't just a bunch of people merging shit that's happening in other places. This is New York and it's demanded. So if you're not going to go outside and give us New York, if you're going to sit in your house and observe other artists, this cannot be a space for you. You need to go make pop music. You need to go franchise and fraternize with the people who don't identify with people. But if the people you identify is not out that front door, we're going to have this problem. It's not the New York we're looking for that's 5 or 10 years ago. What we're looking for is New York outside. What we're not looking for is New York emulating Houston, New York emulating Fayetteville, New York emulating Miami, New York emulating Atlanta. That's not real
Well, I got two
because
things to
they
say
don't
to
have the
that.
environment.
I got two things to say to that. Number one, I've been in New York almost all my life. There's no way you
All
could
your
tell
life.
me. Yeah, there's no way you could tell me what New York is more than I could tell you. That's number one. And number two is, especially as an artist, I don't give a fuck what the audience is looking for. I'm an artist. My job is to make what I want. Whatever the audience wants, that's their fucking problem. Fuck them. They're gonna get what I give them, and either they take it or they don't. But
I'm
an
glad he
artist's
said
job
that.
is not to cater to. It's not Burger King, and that's not what our forefathers, the founding forefathers of hip hop. That's not what they did. They did what the fuck they wanted, and that's
That's
what
a
we
lie.
need to do. Okay.
That's a lie. That's a complete lie.
Yeah, that
Nah, but
sounds irresponsible
to
to
what
do that.
PG is saying, I do agree slightly with what he's saying
I
because
do too.
just like the conversation we just had about Trap being from Queens and not being a fan of a Tribe Called Quest. Like a Tribe Called Quest is not from far from where 50's from. But if you listen to their music, musically it sounds completely different as far as content goes. And when I was saying about the point, Brooklyn always brought you lyrical dudes, but they all didn't just rap about the same thing. Because Mos Def is from 3-4 blocks from Jay-Z. They're both lyrical, but their content is completely different. The way they approach artistry is completely different. But they're from a 5-minute walk from one another. Then if you walk 10 minutes the other direction, you'll go to Fabulous's neighborhood. And Fabulous's content is completely different from Mos Def's as well. But there was a lyrical standard that Brooklyn always had. So if you knew you was getting a rapper from Brooklyn or from Queens, there was a lyrical standard that was always kept. And even when it came to drill, that's why I like Envy Kane. Because Envy Kane is a drill rapper, but Envy Kane stays true to Brooklyn's level of lyricism. So regardless of his content or the beats he raps on, Envy Kane is a real New York MC, and I feel like he should be respected as such.
I don't like any boxes because even with that, I'm gonna say you'd have to add ODB to that. And ODB
thought about that too, though. I thought about that too.
Yeah, he crashes through all those boxes because it's like nobody's gonna dictate to him what. It's like I don't care what you think dope is. I'm doing what I think is dope, and either you want it or you don't. But I'm doing what I think is dope. You're not gonna dictate to me. This is what MCs do from here. I'm an MC from here. I whatever you want to think.
No. He right.
Yes, Trap.
You're not gonna. You can have an expectation, and the expectation can be yours, but like it doesn't concern me. There's no bearing on my life.
ODB was a grimy Brooklyn rapper. His name was Old Dirty Bastard.
Right, but you just talking about the high lyricism.
He did have a high level of lyricism.
Okay, yeah,
ODB had a high level of lyricism.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, though.
High level.
I
know what I'm talking about.
I understand the point you're making.
Listen. Just listen. It's not that. There's a cult involved in the term culture. There's a cult involved. It's not the mere. It's not the Meyer.
I like the way he did that.
I'm a nigga from Brooklyn.
No. I understand what he's saying.
You gotta be a nigga from Brooklyn to be a nigga from Brooklyn. You can't be a nigga that live in Brooklyn. You gotta be a nigga from Brooklyn.
My nigga, you're not a nigga from Brooklyn, and you try to dictate to me how to be a nigga from Brooklyn.
Listen. If you say you a nigga from Brooklyn, that means something. Mm-hmm. It don't just mean you just a nigga that lived in Brooklyn. And I know that the word been gentrified and people feel like I'm a nigga from. That means something when you say that. And I'm sorry.
Nigga, you could not tell me what that means.
I'm not trying to tell you what it means. I know you're not from fucking Atlanta. That's what I'm saying. I know you're not from Atlanta. That's when you say you're a nigga from Brooklyn. You know what I know you don't do? You don't got no fucking trap. Because ain't no fucking traps. You know what I know it don't be? Ain't no fucking drills. Because ain't no fucking drills.
Okay.
That's what I do know it means. So if it's not there, if it's not in the cult of things, here we have the problem. Look,
you're trying to nail the ocean to the ground.
This is why T thinks I hate J. Cole.
You're trying to nail the ocean to the ground.
I don't think you hate
the ocean. You're talking about.
Hold on. What is that? What does that mean? Right? What are you trying to say right there within that, PG?
Because we're trying to nail it down as though it's a piece of plywood, something that's going to sit fixed. We're talking about art and culture. Both those things are malleable and moving like mercury. We want, because this is what humans are. Something is established. And that thing, when it was established, it was volatile and couldn't be controlled. But because time has passed, it's now become fossilized and fixed. So we go, that's what it is. Don't move it, because that's what humans are.
Hold on, PG. Hold on.
I like that. Hold on. I want to finish my point real quick. That's what humans are. That's what humans are. We like things to be fixed because it feels safer. Because it's not going to be, it's like it can't change. We're not going to lose the thread. But that's not the way that art and culture works. It works and moves in volatile ways that you're not going to be able to control.
I don't think that's what Glass is saying, though.
So should art come from somewhere to represent something else?
Bro, listen.
No. I understand what I'm saying now.
Of responsibility. Even an artist it doesn't free you from the code. This is like simple. These are just simple words.
The gathering of us, that's in that space. You still have to be.
So if you don't represent us,
Shatif, the things that define what being from. You're from Brooklyn, right, Shatif?
No.
Where you from?
I'm from Washington D.C., PG County, bro.
Oh, word up. So the things that define Washington D.C. when you were coming up, did the generation before yours respect them?
Say that again.
So the things that define what DC was, what was hot when you were a kid, when you were 12, 15 years old. That was like, oh, this is what we do here, right?
Yes.
Like
So listen. So what we do here,
Mhm.
and the elusiveness that you speak of
Yes.
is what we consider evolution. It's not called mutation. It's not called grafting. It's called evolution. So that means there are certain founding things that keep that what it is, but there's elements of it that people might say change or growth, right? Or growth, or again, evolving. So it's not necessarily so like we have go-go, right? So go-go, we dealt with pockets, right? When it came to playing congos. Then we evolved into the rollatons. That became a sound of go-go. That was a generation after those that just primarily dealt with the congos. So that's the evolution. New Balance never went anywhere. That is going to be us. Did New Balance come out with new editions of that or different variations of it? Yes, and that still became the sneaker that the next generation wore. Regardless, it's staples that solidifies your culture. Is evolution going to occur and be elusive? Absolutely, but there's still things that are going to be just protocol when it comes to culture. That's
I
what makes it
understand
a
that, but
culture.
when New Balance started, right? Whenever New Balance started, it wasn't established the moment it got there. It was a difficult battle, and when it entered, people were trying to resist it. That's what happens with any new thing that's introduced. The first thing people do is go, "That's not it. We don't do that." People try to resist it. That's what always happens. You can it's not it seems like
That
it was
never happened,
always there, but because it seems like it was always there doesn't mean it was always there. At some point that wasn't a thing at all. At some point New Balance weren't a thing at all.
Right, but
But
when it
that's not. We're
became,
not talking about that though.
yeah, we ain't talking about that. But listen, hold on, before y'all go too far, I don't think New York just fell off to the magnitude that y'all speaking to. What I think is
Exactly.
that other areas grew up, and some of these other areas, they grew up and and found their own identity, right? But I think now at this present time, it's just got to a point where they've become way too arrogant about these certain things, and they begin to disrespect the pillars and the foundation. That's what I think personally.
My opinion. I never thought for 2 seconds New York fell off. This is the first time in my life listening to Lex try to claim J. Cole. The first time in my life I ever thought, wait a minute, am I missing something? Bro, everybody else just showed themselves. That's the only thing that happened. There were some other cool brothers around the country. There were some other cool cultures, and we're discovering them all. We're like, oh, this is the thing. This is new. Man, look at that. Look at how them brothers talk. Look at how they wear their clothes. Look at how they live their life. Look at how they do their thing. New York never fell off. At least I
Yeah,
thought.
Yeah.
Is that
sleep
trap?
apnea into the
What's
mic.
that sound?
The
Sleep
conversation,
apnea into the mic.
You was breathing heavy in
the
the mic, bro.
conversation isn't
About
about
to
New York
doze off.
falling off. What it's about is this: Savion Glover, New Jersey.
I share a birthday with him.
He's from Newark, New Jersey, right? But he's off the tree of who?
It's Newark, New Jersey.
All right,
Nork.
Who's he
Well,
from? What's his name?
he's
Not
off
a white
New
man
York,
say.
like Fort.
He's off of Gregory Hines'
Gregory Hines,
tree,
right?
right?
Okay.
Right. So what I'm trying to say is, he's not the greatest dancer. We don't even consider him the greatest tap dancer, cultural dancer from how do you say it? Newark, New Jersey.
Nork.
Newark, like
Newark.
Fort.
He is. Listen, say Herbie. I guess you see how quick I said Herbie. You see,
Newark, like Fort.
Newark. But what I'm saying,
It's
I'm
Nork.
I'm from New York, kid. I can't say that. I ain't.
Just
But,
say Brick City, man. Just
but
say
what
the
I'm
Brick
saying
City.
is this, though.
It's a break.
When you look at if you know
That's a
proper
Nork.
history, you look at Savion and you say, you know what? He's fantastic. He's brilliant. He's a new Gregory Hines, because Gregory Hines took him under his wing and taught him everything. We can go to before Gregory Hines. What I'm saying to you is this, and I respect people from Fayetteville and how they live their
No,
life.
you don't.
He
Yeah,
came,
you let
he
J. Cole
came,
be from there.
J. Cole came to New York. He got with us. We taught him some shit.
In the streets of New
We
York.
seasoned. You don't know what he was. Let me just finish my point, please, so I don't go nuts, please. He did respect, right? He learned from us. And you could tell he learned from us because of how he went out in the world and the result of his music and all the spaces he was in. Why do you push back on that? Why do you think I'm?
Ridiculous, man.
Wait. I am from Queens, New York, with a fucking rich history in hip hop. Why the fuck do you think I have to fight for some kid from North Carolina?
That's how bad.
My history is rich.
I think that proves the desperation, because the thing about if you truly respected Fayetteville, you would let a great artist from Fayetteville be from Fayetteville. Because if J. Cole was whack, you wouldn't be claiming him. If J. Cole was some garbage ass nigga,
what did he learn in Styles? What he learned it in Fayetteville?
Yes, he learned it in Fayetteville. The dude came to New York rapping. He went to St. John's because he wanted to get a record deal. That was his way of getting to New York. He already loved hip hop. He already made a decision to
He went to St. John's. He passed the record industry when he went to St. John's. He went to St. John's to get a record deal.
This is what he said.
Crazy you sound?
He wanted to get to New York because his dream was to get a record deal. He was going to go to college until he got a record deal. He just so happened to graduate before he got his record deal.
Sound a whole completely different statement. Thank you.
I mean,
it's literally the same.
In some ways, I want to say I agree with Lex just in that. To go back to the earlier point, like I don't share. I have no loyalty to anything, so I don't share this like idea of like I think New York totally fell off. And the biggest reason is because we did not have the grace or the humility to look at the things that our brothers are doing in these other regions and go, holy shit, look what they're figuring out over there. That's cool. And just go, okay, I'm just going to learn from that and use it when I want. The only niggas who have succeeded out of New York in the last 20 years are the only people who did that. The Cardi B's, the Pop Smokes, the Nicki Minaj's, the A$AP Rockies, the people who go, oh, look at how my brothers are innovating over here. Let me learn from these techniques. Just like everybody learned from us. We lack the humility to go, oh, this is so great what they're doing. Let me learn these techniques. And also because we get stuck on these old school ideas of
PG, give me one technique.
You can't be influenced. You can't learn. A$AP Rocky slowing down his tempo and rapping over the
record of the motherfucking year.
What's that?
Culture. It's called the Coat.
I mean, all that, whatever you want to call it, but to me, the thing that's dope about New York is the people who have the confidence to be like, oh, I don't need to freak out because whatever it is, whatever this technique is that I'm learning didn't originate here, because the whole culture originated
PG,
here.
It's not PG. It's not. Listen, there's a fine line between actually allowing what's the future techniques and biting. And I think you flirt with a fine line, not wanting to have any standard there.
Good artists copy, great artists steal.
No, but I agree with what PG's saying, though, because that's the one thing about New York. New York is the one place that's not allowed to be influenced by other people. Every region can be influenced by what New York did, put their own little twist on it, and it becomes theirs. But the kids of New York don't fucking listen to Mobb Deep. They don't give a fuck about MOP or Boot Camp Click or any of the shit that I grew up caring about. And that doesn't bother me at all, because that's mine. That's ours.
He got it. My bad.
No. Cher looked amazing, by the way, too.
Cher do look good.
Whoever her doctor is, everybody go to Cher's doctor. She looks absolutely amazing. But the thing, but to PG's point, I think we stifle the ability for people to actually be artists. Like, art is about liberation. It's about freeing somebody from it's about doing what the fuck you want. That's what art is. And once we say, oh, you're from New York, you can't make drill because that's from Chicago. You're from New York, you can't do this because that's from so-and-so place. Every region is influenced by other regions, but New York is the one place where the young kids of New York who didn't grow up listening to Nas, Biggie, and Jay-Z like my old ass did, they're not allowed to be influenced by what the fuck they actually listen to. The Young Thug, Lil Uzi Vert.
Don't claim to be hip hop then. Don't claim to be hip hop then.
Wait, let him finish, yo, because I want to respond to him. Go ahead.
I want to respond as well.
Why can't they claim to be hip hop? That people are influenced by what they hear. Like when Deep Cover came out and they said, yeah, and you don't stop, or when motherfucking NWA came out sounding like Public Enemy, that wasn't a problem. When the hook to Nothing But a G thing is, it's like this and like that and like this center, it's like that and like that. That's not West Coast.
Can you imagine?
But that wasn't a problem because they grew up loving the same hip hop that everybody else loved.
Can you imagine?
All right, so now, hold on, Trap. Hold on a second, bro. So now, I always said when it came to them doing that, you know what I'm saying, doing that subgenre, whatever they want to do when it came to the drill thing, what they could have did though, that would have probably cleared everything up was just come out with a whole new style, but not make it seem as if this is where you got it from. When they coined that shit drill right there, B. Number one rule within hip hop was always never being a biting ass motherfucking MC, B. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed as if we was biting on for this shit right there from the jump. And that's where it caught a black eye from the jump as soon as the shit started though. I think it would have been taken on much differently if they never named the shit drill. Cause they was on a whole nother tempo than we was on. That's why the older people couldn't really attach to the shit. Cause the tempo they was on wasn't our tempo. It wasn't a two-step move. It wasn't nothing. It was totally
It's
different.
not supposed to be our tempo. We're old niggas with bad
They're not
knees.
aiming for you. They don't care if you like it. They don't want you at their shows.
Wait a
That's a
second.
They don't want you there.
And then I'm gonna blame it. And then I'm gonna also blame it on. I'm gonna also blame it on the older generation though, B. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was, but we had a hard time within reaching back and taking the younger dudes, put them underneath the wing though, B. They didn't do that shit right, B. You know what I'm saying?
This is a disingenuous thing.
Hold on. Let me just say this though. Can you imagine talking to someone who say they love jazz? I am jazz, and they don't know who John Coltrane is. We don't know who Billy Evans is. We don't know who Miles Davis is. That's what's going on today. These niggas talking about they love hip hop, the hip hop heads, and they don't know who the fuck Mobb Deep is.
Search, Lex,
they don't know who MOP is.
Lex, all
is that possible?
You can't search for fault in children. That's a complete way to disenfranchise them. You can't search for fault in children.
Sean, you hear this?
They heard Annie up before, but why should they know who MOP is?
They probably will if you give them a second. If you back up off of them, they probably gonna love it.
What I'm not
give
gonna
them a
let y'all do
second.
is hijack.
But to
I'm
jump
not going
all
to
over
let
their
y'all
head and
hijack
be
it
like,
and
you
put it
should
in
know, you should know. That if you do that to me, I'm gonna go fuck you up never listening to it. That's what I'm gonna do.
But you don't hurt me. But you only hurt yourself.
Hold on, Lex. I'm not gonna let y'all hijack this conversation and knock the bottom out of it with silliness. This is silly.
Pause.
We're asking you to go outside. We're asking you to stop letting everybody else's music dictate who you are and actually go outside and become who you are of the coat. It's nothing wrong with being influenced by music. You're right, because when you was listening to rap, you heard like this, like that, and like this, Santa. But they didn't try to make boom bap. They made their version. It's okay to incorporate things that you're listening to. It's Method Man did it on.
That was
on
boom
Method
bap
Man.
though. But go ahead.
That's fine. That's great record writing. That's an art itself. But outside, how they talk drives the car. So if you're not gonna go outside and allow the coat to develop you into the person you are, there's nothing wrong with having some music. It should not just be music developing who you are in hip hop. So it's not about do you know the history. Listen, to be honest, he who knows the records, the history, will be the most successful record maker in the business. Mark my words. That's how it's been all the time. Because he who knows the records has the keys to the kingdom. But the coat is driven by people outside. And that's not going to change. So it's not about New York is bounded to Timberlands. But what New York cannot do is emulate Chicago. Because that ain't Chicago. What New York cannot do is emulate Atlanta. Because that's not, and it matters. PG, you can't screw your face because that's what's happening.
We can do whatever we want.
As I said, man, that's
stop us.
Brooklyn and Bronx drill sounds nothing like Chicago drill.
Listen,
It sounds nothing like
whatever we want, and it's always been that way.
It's when you playing the coin drill. That's what I'm trying to tell you though. They never supposed to call that shit drill.
But they didn't call it drill originally. It was called spin music.
They should have never.
It was never called drill. They called it spin music. It's like gangster rap. Someone else made that title for them. It was called spin music. It was never called drill.
And so whatever it's called, the kids love it. It's only the old people have a problem, and nobody cares what the old people.
This don't got nothing to do with old and young, man.
Listen. This has nothing to do with ageism. Has nothing to do with none of that. Yes,
has
you
nothing to do with
Chicago.
ageism.
It's not outside your front door.
Nah, but we're the only ones complaining. The young kids ain't complaining about drill. It's old niggas like us.
It doesn't matter what they're complaining about.
See,
that's
but
why
that's
how doesn't it matter?
Yeah, why wouldn't it matter?
That's the Trill because that's why they have parents. Let your kids go walk outside.
But they're not trying to impress us. They're not trying to impress us. They're not making music to impress us.
They should be pissing us off. That's what they should be trying to do.
It's not about music to impress you. I'm not saying they should impress you, but they should make music to reflect outside.
But it's true to them. That's what outside sounds like to them. Nah, because the thing is, I was there when Bronx drill started. during that time, they were living the drill lifestyle, but they had no music.
There is no
to
lifestyle.
accompany
That's the
what
drill.
What the fuck is a drill lifestyle, man?
What the
what,
fuck?
what
kind
is
of
what is
life
drill
y'all
what is
got
drill
going
music
on?
about? You guys think nobody was getting shot in the Bronx?
So
Y'all
you
think
think
everybody was
saying
shaking
that.
hands?
get shot around this country. So it ain't hit you quite yet what drill is about. You really think it's just about motherfuckers getting shot?
Like,
Y'all
But
sound
look,
like people.
we had this conversation before about 90s hip hop, and you said
You
just based
motherfuckers-
off of what New
Hold on,
York was making, you didn't know New York was that dangerous based off the music they were making. And then Onyx came out, and then Biggie came out, and then Nas came out, and then Mobb Deep came out. I was like, oh, New York is actually a dangerous ass city. It's young niggas carrying Mac 10s in New York.
Drill got something to do with being the fact that you think
Got
it has
'em.
something to do with being dangerous. It don't have nothing to do with being dangerous.
Hey man, it's the
Drill is all about
being-
danger.
From being
New
from
York
New York,
had
bro.
more murders in Chicago all that time.
This shit sound
You
crazy.
have to be. You have to
What
be
does that
okay
have to
with
do
just
with
getting
it?
socked for Father's
Yes,
Day, bro.
motherfuckers get shot
gotta be-
and get killed in every
you can
fucking
be
city
okay
in the
with
ghetto.
that.
Yes,
They don't want socks for
at a
Father's Day.
high
They
rate
want a
in New York.
Benz.
You
The
gotta
fact
be
that
okay.
we talking
Y'all
about
can't
the
do
fact
that,
that's
man.
defining
Yeah,
drill.
that
You
shit
like,
sound
they're living
insane.
the drill
New York
lifestyle.
can't do that,
What the
man.
fuck is the drill lifestyle?
Going out drilling, gang banging,
That's
all
no.
that.
That's their language. That's the language that they use, and then we
No,
go. That's
that's
not real.
Chicago's language
That's
that you're biting.
Chicago,
Whoever
man.
it is,
Stop
Chicago didn't invent
biting.
shooting niggas. They didn't
Stop
invent teenagers killing
biting.
each
They
other.
gave it the name drill.
But Chicago didn't
Put
invent
the
killing
mouth
niggas.
guard
Bro, what
in
is
your
going
mouth.
on right now, man?
everybody in this room,
Chief,
everybody in this room only uses slang from their region.
What is it? If mouthpieces, stop biting. That's
So
all
y'all
I'm saying.
can't.
Stop
So
biting.
no one can say pause. That if you're not from Harlem, you can't say pause.
We
Can't
don't
say
say
pause.
pause in raps.
So
We
listen,
joke
even
with
drill.
y'all and say pause.
So
We
listen,
don't talk like that.
drill,
Yeah, we don't talk like that.
drill was
We
highly
don't say
influenced.
B, son, kid. We don't talk like that. Stop biting. It's not hip hop if you biting. Stop fucking biting.
But
Stop
what
trying to make it
Chicago's
artistic
These are
as you
rules from
biting.
1978.
Biting.
what Chicago slang is used in drill?
Listen, Chicago.
A lot.
That Chicago.
Drill is Chicago slang.
Listen.
Stop biting.
Chicago was highly influenced by the trap era in Atlanta, and they regurgitated their version of it and spin on it. You can tell that they was
And it's
influenced
not
by
called
it.
trap.
It's theirs. It
not
was.
called
Stop
So,
biting.
so I just seen an amazing performance just now.
I saw it on mute. It looked dope visually. It looked really cool.
Crazy.
Really
Talking
cool.
about, talking about selling cocaine at the Grammys. G. That was
VA in the
amazing.
house.
It started snowing and all that.
That was
Shout out to the
amazing.
Clips and
I mean,
Pharrell.
DMV up in the house, B.
That was
Came back
dope.
with the full length white mink on, B. That was crazy right there. But
Look,
now,
all I'm saying,
Who's the
Trap,
artist?
niggas
no,
gotta
no,
stop
no, no,
biting.
Glasses. You know
Stop
I'm
trying to
totally
validate
Clips.
biting.
Clips and
Glasses,
Stop
Pharrell.
letting your raggedy ass kids bite.
I'm
Stop
totally
biting.
with you right there on that one right there. I felt as if they would have did that same tempo, same thing they did, they'd have called it spin music, it would have been taken on completely different. We're gonna frown at biting ass MC shit forever though, B. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is disgusting.
Like-
And they
like-
call
like,
that shit
that's all
drill
it-
too. New York drill. Like that's not
That's
what
all
it
it was
is,
though,
man.
really though.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? But
Now they just put a
Stop.
city in
So-
front of
So
it.
you guys are
Yeah,
mad
yeah,
about the
internet.
title? You guys are
No,
mad
no,
about the
no,
title?
Because it came
that-
from Chicago. It came from
it
specific.
made
I'm gonna make
people-
Crip. I'm gonna make
Yeah,
Boom
Yeah,
that-
Bap.
hold on. Go ahead,
I'm gonna
Steve.
make Coon Cap.
Shit sound
Go
crazy.
ahead, Steve. What you say?
Crip Boom Bap.
Listen. That whole era. Listen, they got something in DC called free card music, right? It's literally just DC drill, right? That's some biting shit. Like you got niggas saying shit
And we don't
that
have.
where they're
And
not
we do
even
not hold
from.
that shit in high regard around
Philly
the way.
drill,
No.
New York
Yeah,
drill,
them youngins doing that shit. We
Australian
we
drill.
Biting ass
Bruh,
kids.
that's
Y'all
some
trying to
biting
act like it
shit.
got something to do with
UK drill. What the
fucking
fuck is
biting.
that?
But that's what I'm
Fucking
saying. But
thieving.
what I'm
Why
saying
ask
is
somebody
the whole shit,
across the
though,
Make
world
your
to
own
look at my
fucking
ops?
shit.
See, but when as I look at this shit, I
Over
listen to
there
it, right?
sounding like them
As I
niggas and
listen
shit.
to it, though, right?
That's a fucking
Listen-
disrespect to the ancestors
As
of
I
fucking
listen,
New
as I
York.
listen
All
to
these
it,
old
right?
fly ass,
Niggas
hold up,
is
Trap.
crazy.
All these old fly ass niggas.
It's not
Hold
emulating.
up,
It's not
Trap.
the same
Hold
thing.
on, Trap. All these super fly ass, cold ass niggas from New York. Historical, ages of fly niggas. Some of the greatest street niggas in history, even white street motherfucking niggas. All these fly, awesome, all-time great street niggas. And you looking at a little kid, stop biting. Go fucking
right, so
find a
now
book
as
if you want to
I'm
bite
listening
somebody.
to
Stop
it, right?
biting.
All right, cool. I got you. Now, as I'm listening to it, right? It's nothing biting upon it other than the name, bro. it's
you
a
gotta be
totally
kidding,
different.
man.
The way they rapping is totally different than anything
Trill,
going on in
man.
Chicago. It's only the name that resembles anything within biting, though, B.
I don't think it's totally different,
I'm
Trey.
The
not
flow, it
convinced.
is.
It's not
totally
different at all.
It's the pocket they in. The pocket they and them kids rapping.
The flow is
nothing
way
like
different. The
they
beats
rapping
are
in
faster.
Chicago.
The
That is
dances are
not the
different.
It's
point.
totally different. It's only the
This
name,
is crazy,
and that's what I'm
man.
telling
It's
you.
not
If
the
they
point.
never
It's not,
called it
it's
drill,
not the, it's
y'all
not
would
the,
not look at that shit like that, B.
it's not,
Y'all
it's
would
not the
y'all would have
point.
gave it a chance, but when they called this shit
Bruh.
drill, it made it seem the niggas bit off on the niggas from the
Listen,
jump.
it's
Even
not
even if
about
they called
them.
it, even if they called it something else, Trap, I would have thought off the top that it was inspired or influenced by it.
I wouldn't
Maybe
have.
it is. But
What's wrong with that? It's
here's what
all
I
the
would say.
culture.
Here's what I would say about that. I would say you're gonna have to make me stop. Because if I make that shit and I think it's dope and my niggas think it's dope, you're gonna have to come and make me stop. Because you
I don't
can't
think
tell
Nobody's gonna
me
so,
make you
man.
stop. That's why
Nobody
nobody.
has-
You're
I need to
never.
do something.
This
Sound
is
like
this,
some
this is
ignorant
why.
ass
This is
shit.
why
Nigga,
with
waiting
these
rest-
true fans,
listen,
because
life ain't
nobody
gonna make
gotta
you stop.
stop you.
Nobody don't have to stop you. That's a fact. Life
You're
don't
right.
stop
Niggas
you.
is
You
cool
know
with
what we're
biting.
not gonna do,
Then let
PG?
life stop me.
You know
Man,
what
Then
we're
let
not
life
gonna
stop
do,
me.
PG?
And I
Y'all
would
gotta
we're
chill.
not.
Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta
I
chill,
would
B.
respect
PG,
that,
you
but
know what we're not
you
gonna
can't
do?
look at children.
You know what
can't
we're
look
not
at
gonna do,
children who are
PG?
making something that resonates because
You know why
people
you
with-
not,
as
PG? You know
passionate
why
as
we're not gonna
glasses
stop you? You know why we're not gonna stop you?
Mm.
We're just not going to buy your shit.
Okay, then.
That's what's
So,
gonna
The market is
so
gonna
you didn't
decide.
fall off. You didn't fall off. You're getting the New York you want. The New York you want is the New York you have.
I love it, and I think the issue is
Feel
that
happy
the
because you can
older,
just make
the
anything,
older
and it's for
people,
artistic
the
freedom.
older people smother the young people because
Young
perhaps
kids ain't buying that from y'all.
Ain't nobody fucking with that shit. Regardless of
the
Young
genre
kids
we're
not
talking
buying
about
that
is
shit
10
from
years
y'all.
old.
about right now, bro.
The genre we're talking about is 10 years old. Pop Smoke
My younger
debuted in
siblings don't
2017.
listen to none of
No,
that
it's not a
bullshit,
genre.
And look, the most successful drill artist is still a nigga from New York. It's Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke has sold the most records
Pop
of
Smoke
any
is
drill
not the most
artist.
successful drill artist.
bro.
Pop
He-
Smoke
he's
died.
gone.
Who's more successful? Who's more successful?
What do you mean? He died.
Pop Smoke
You
is
can't
the
be
most
successful
successful
if you
drill
die.
artist. Yes, you can.
No, he's not.
His music is the and the
Pop
thing,
Smoke is a legacy act that passed away.
He's
but
more
the flaw in
successful
y'all
than-
And he
logic,
died.
He's
the
more
flaw in y'all
successful than
logic
Dirk.
is Chicago has no problem with New York drill. G Herbo came to the Bronx and did a video with K Flock. Bobby Shmurda was fucking with them niggas before he got locked up the first time. They have always had a close relationship
It's
with
not
what
a
New
flaw.
York was
That's
doing.
not
They
a
had no
flaw in
problem
How's
with
that
it.
a flaw in the argument? Y'all
But
feel
how
like
but how
y'all
can
feel
y'all
like
have a problem with something that the
None of us
originators that
have a
y'all
problem
saying
with it.
don't have a problem with it? Chicago
that's
drill
true.
has no problem with New York drill.
True. You and
Glasses, you
PG are the both two dudes that said New York fell off. Not me or Shatif.
We did.
We don't
We
agree
did.
with y'all.
I don't think that's because of the youth. I think that's because of the older people.
No. You if it can only be because of you. It can only be because of you and the people you represent. Because none of us don't think that. Because the older people you talking about are successful.
The older people want
Hold
the
on,
younger
PG. The
people
older
to
people
be
you
like
talking
them.
about so successful
older
right
people
now.
want the younger
One
people
of
to
them
be like
next
them.
week, Sunday, PG is finna put on a half show. That's how successful the older niggas from New York is. So again, y'all keep lying to yourself.
agree.
Y'all think New York fell off. So lie to yourself, convince yourself, whatever. Think you could bite. Hold on, PG. Think you can bite who you want to. Let's see how it works out. Let's see.
I'm prepared to
They
say
about
that.
they about to
You
do
think
album of the
this
year.
desert been dry? You think
Making
this
that
desert
shit
been
cool
dry
is
for you? You
embarrassing.
think this desert been dry? Keep going down the road you're going.
I think
Keep
that's a
not
good last
respecting
word on this.
the coat.
I think that's a good
Keep
last word
not
on this
respecting
topic.
the coat. Keep
That
not
shit is-
respecting
that
the
shit
coat.
is sad,
Watch
man.
where you end up at. You thought y'all fell off now. Keep not
Come
respecting
on.
the coat. You'll see.
Come on, Clips.
Stop,
Come on,
keep not
Clips.
respecting the culture. Keep trying
not
to
happening,
redefine
Lex.
it by looking at the YouTube. Keep on. You
All right,
thought
everybody
y'all
do
fell
album
off
of the year.
now?
Hold on.
Keep going down that fucking hole. Keep on. Watch.
Come on, Clips. Come on, Clips.
Niggas sounding like they from everywhere else. We supposed to be like, that's cool.
Keep on. Keep on. Y'all the one thing New York. Me, Teeth, and Lex don't think that. Y'all think
Yeah,
that.
he
Everybody
said
react
That's
to how
y'all.
you
man.
want.
Y'all can't name 5 great rappers that
Yeah,
came out of New
he
York in the last
said
15 years.
They've been doing drill.
That's why. Yeah.
So y'all think New York fell
Wait a
off
minute,
too?
if y'all niggas think, why don't you do it then? Steve, if
album
you're
of the
from
year?
New York, why don't you do it?
I'm not
The
from New York. That's your problem, man.
We
from
don't have
Jersey.
a problem.
Kendrick didn't win, man. That's some bullshit. I told you they was gonna give it to fucking Bad Bunny.
Bad
Shout
Bunny
out
got
to
it?
yeah, man.
Oh man, damn.
And we got that problem too.
Hip hop got used again. They used hip hop for views. They made us all watch. just
No,
not to award a hip hop
it's all
artist
good. It's
with
all
album
good.
of the year.
It's not all good, but it's all good.
It's
No,
not all good.
I mean,
They used us for views. They made us.
It's expected though, bro. The niggas doing the Super Bowl next week. Be like, come on, bro.
Nah,
Like,
but that's not a CBS program. That's
Bad Bunny
NBC.
is super rap coded. A bunch of his stuff
Look at
comes
glasses.
through us.
Look at glasses.
I feel like a win for him is a win for the culture because niggas know that a bunch of his music comes through us.
It's all right, man.
Everybody.
We talking about Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
I hate the fact when people even mention that. So it's like, I mean, one time it was like 2 years ago. One time when he was looking up the he didn't even want to get that shit, and it was like they was mentioning like the top rappers for like the year, and they had him like they had Bad Bunny like in the top 5 rappers for the whole year. I'm like, hold on, what the fuck? How the fuck they mention him as being a rapper, B?
Do we want hip hop to take over the world or not? Do we want rap to take over the world or not?
Not at
It
any
already
expense,
has, man. That
PG.
shit is over.
Not
with.
at any expense, PG.
What-
Not
how-
to the fact we'll
how
start
is it
looking like no
over with?
nigga there, PG.
So what is Bad Bunny? How is Bad
I
Bunny
don't care about black
disrespecting
people,
the
PG.
culture?
I
That's
care
not-
about black people, PG. I don't care
How
about
the
us all.
fuck
That-
is he
so now
winning?
Bad
I
Bunny-
don't
Oh,
care about
no,
us all. I
dude.
don't care if it's a white man up there that look like he hip hop. That ain't fucking what I'm talking about. So when you keep saying, do we want hip hop to take over the world? Not at all expense.
Bad Bunny is not hip.
Not at the expense of black people.
So
How did
because
he
of that,
win
it's a
album?
travesty
No,
that
no,
Bad Bunny
I don't want hip hop
won
to
the
take
Grammy.
over the world at the expense of black people. No, PG. No, I don't want hip hop to take
Bad
over the
Bunny's
world
work-
at the expense of art.
His work is at the expense of black
You
people.
want us to
Everything he does is at the expense
take
of
over
black
with hip hop, but have a face like Bad Bunny leading the pack though?
Bad Bunny's leading the pack of hip hop.
Yes,
that's
because
what I
it
said.
matters.
That's what I said.
When you're sitting here saying that basically with him winning, we winning shit though. We ain't winning shit by him winning that shit.
There's nothing rap or hip hop about Bad
No.
Bunny's work.
No,
Bro, are you
Not
insane?
at all.
Talking about.
You're lying.
Bro.
no. It's not. It's not. It's
Fucking damn
reggaeton,
nigga.
bro.
You think you see hip hop in them? What the fuck was you doing in New
Has
York?
nothing to do with hip hop.
No,
I thought they said he was a rapper. They said Bad
They
Bunny's a
do.
rapper.
They do be considering him a rapper though. They do.
I
be considering him a
never
rapper.
heard his music. I don't know.
I
what
never
he-
heard his music either. I don't listen to it.
What the hell is
I
going
don't
on,
listen.
PG?
Listen.
Just
I'm
'cause
not.
you
black
black
talking
making
like
hip
this.
hop,
Listen, when it comes down to it,
So this nigga has
I'm not
nothing
able
to
to
do
get
with
my
us at
opinion
all.
upon it. Though. Hold on, PG. I'm not able to get my opinion upon it because I never listen to his music. Never listen to his music. So I can't really give you the opinion upon it though. So I'm probably the wrong person to do it though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I listen to every other album that was nominated for album of the year. I didn't listen to Bad Bunny album. I wouldn't be able to depict it though. So what the fuck I'm listening to?
I want to, if I may, how many of you in this room are fathers? Seems like all of you except for me, probably.
I'm not a
I'm
dad.
father. It's probably you and Glasses, probably the only ones.
You glasses.
So,
Steve too.
It's half and half.
It's half
So-
and half.
At a certain point, Trap, you have any children that are over 18?
Yeah.
So at a certain, how much do you have as much control over what they do now as when they were 8?
What are you getting to with this though?
I'm asking you. Do you
Just
have?
asking a question.
No.
I'm gonna get ahead
I'm
of it.
not putting no offense to it like that. I'm saying what's going to lead to though.
I'm
So
gonna.
the thing about the control or my kids was always free to think. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they wanted to, whatever they wanted to do like that. You know what I'm saying? Like so up to a point. Like nothing that's going to like jeopardize or put them in danger. But whatever they wanted to do, if they didn't want to do something, all right, you don't want to do it. But it was kind of like, but with me doing that though, I think that. As I got older, and I realized I shouldn't have did it like that though. I should have made them do certain shit though. You know what I'm saying? I should have made them do it because really kids don't know what the fuck they want. They don't know what they want.
We done had this argument before, PG. You were into letting kids run the household, bro. That ain't how it go, man.
Wait, is that what Trap just said? He said his kids ran his household.
No. Man, I'm not really talking about what Trap said, but me and you have had this conversation before, and that is what I've got from what you like that connotation or that type of statement makes me think that you're okay with the kids being the head of the household.
I understand where you get that from, Shatif, but I also think it's a bad faith argument because I don't understand why you think I would posit something that's not only not good for the child but also not good for the parent. Because I know you don't think I'm just a crazy person or an anarchist.
No, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying to you is that it's almost like you throw the element of tutelage out of the window.
Tutelage and control are two different things.
Right, but you equate the tutelage as control. That's how I see it. I'm not saying that it's exactly what you do, but that's how I'm receiving, or that's the understanding I'm gaining from
what I want to know is how does what Bad Bunny do correlate with hip hop? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Like, I never. This
Do
is news
people
to
rap?
me,
Do
man.
people rap in Mexico and South
You don't
America?
fucking
People
care
rap
just
in other
because they rap.
languages?
That ain't a
Bruh.
victory for hip hop because somebody win using our shit, PG.
Just because you
I'm not
rap
saying
don't
this.
mean you
I'm not
hip
saying
hop,
that's a
man.
hip hop win. I'm not saying it was a hip hop album. I'm saying the music that he makes is super influenced by us,
So
and we
what?
should
Okay.
consider that a feather in our cap. It's
No,
not nothing.
no,
Why?
that don't mean
Why?
anything.
Hold on.
You feel
So
that's
you
PG,
just want hip hop?
hold on, y'all. PG,
Mhm.
you didn't see the fight I just went through. Someone left at 17, went to Queens, New York, learned the whole skill set, has never left New York City, right? He raps, he makes hip hop, he does everything hip hop, and he's not from the city. He's not from the place. They're not gonna just because I hear what you're saying. They don't want to. They don't want to give him that.
So you know what's been going on
They
the
don't want
last
to.
hour?
They're
Hold
Nazis.
on, Lex.
They're hip
You
hop
Niggas,
right. You know
Nazis.
what? You right. You
niggas
right.
have been
Bad Bunny
condoning
is hip hop, Lex.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not
this
saying
is
Say
he
it in
is.
the
insane,
fucking
bro.
I'll
podcast.
say
That's the
he's
name
hip
of the
hop.
fucking podcast. Lex think Bad Bunny is hip hop, and he got culturally schooled by hip hop, so he fucking hip hop. And J.
I didn't
Cole's
say
a
that.
fucking New York rapper.
Y'all
I
niggas
didn't-
cool with biting. Y'all
I
niggas
don't know
cool with
how the
emulating.
fuck I don't know how the fuck are y'all from New York. God wasted fucking putting y'all there. He should have put me there and put you assholes here. You fucking
Lex, I think
horrible.
you're mistaken. I think
I
if we're
should have
from New
fucking been
York,
from New York.
You
You
just
niggas have no
crazy.
pride for shit.
Stop saying y'all. Stop saying who you talking about, bro. Don't do
There's
that.
no
Don't do
pride.
that.
Y'all should have been here. He should
Talking
have
about
put y'all in
Lex.
fucking Cuba.
You're
we don't
talking
want
about
your
Lex,
Y'all
dude.
should
streets.
have fucking been white.
You're talking about Lex.
Lex.
Don't do that.
What is this
Don't do
all
that.
inclusive shit you niggas on,
Trill,
man? Like,
PG,
what's
and
wrong with
Lex.
this?
Glasses, it
I'm not gonna
cannot
lie.
be
Bad
that
Bunny
hip
won this
hop
to
is
win for
such
hip
a
hop because he
monolith.
stole our shit, and now
It
hip
cannot
hop
be
ain't
that
getting no
hip hop
credit.
and black
At
culture
least
is
you
such a
happy about
monolith.
that.
It
Bro,
cannot be
The
that hip
master hit
hop.
my back with the whip. I'm
hip
happy I
hop,
got lashes because it came
ain't
from
no
Master
damn
Whip.
black
Fuck
culture.
no.
We went over this already, man.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous
I don't
that he's
understand why
making
you
the
get
And I am
connection
done.
to
Can I bow
whips.
out today? Can I
He's
bow out
making
today?
the
I just want to
connection
bow out
to
today.
whips.
I can't
Master's
take
whip.
this much more selling out. We've been on sale all fucking day.
Yo, bro, I didn't say that Bad Bunny is hip hop.
Yes,
I
you
didn't say that.
fucking
That's,
did.
no, I said it. I said it.
I didn't have
You
said
might as
that.
well have.
No, you tried to validate it instead of standing right.
No, I'm just trying
Because
to
you're trying
show
to make
that.
J. Cole a New York MC.
I'm just trying to show that
I
you're
just
not
want to
gonna.
bow out.
You're
Bow
not.
out.
You're not. No, you can't. All I'm just. All I'm doing is making the connection that you're not able to. You're not gonna. You're not able to give someone who's dedicated their life to our culture and learning a certain way. He could have learned the southern way of communicating his art
What's
form,
the
his
southern way?
hip hop, right? He could have been
What's the
talking
southern
like
way,
this. He could have went to USC. He said he could have been like, "Yo, I want to go to the third place of hip hop, the third home of hip hop, and go to the West Coast." Right? He could have went there and learned how to rhyme like Easy A. Right? But he chose to go to the Mecca. He chose to stay there too. All right, there's a difference. Now you don't have to put. I don't.
So you are
Glasses.
Run DMC
Glasses.
is rolling over in his grave, and that man ain't even dead
Glasses. You're a wonderful dude, bro. But you know what? I don't expect
am
you
not.
to have. I don't expect you to have this level
I'm
of
a fucking
respect
horrible
for hip
person.
hop. You're
I
not
have
horrible.
if y'all are good people,
You're not
I am
horrible.
horrible. Wherever y'all at, I am the opposite. So I know y'all think y'all
that's
good
fine.
people. I am
This is
I
fucking
know
like
I'm a good
Satan.
person.
this is
I
crazy.
know I'm good. I know I'm a good
So
guy.
I cannot be a good person.
Yeah, I know.
This was
I
one of the most
cannot. It's
interesting hours
impossible.
I heard on
Y'all are
this.
way too fucking lax for me to be sitting right here bullshitting with
What
you.
are we saying that's
This
so
man talking about
wrong?
that's a win for hip hop because this man won it, and you trying to correlate it to the fact that J. Cole went to college and that's where he learned street urban culture from. Y'all fucking
Yeah, that's
horrible.
crazy. So now,
Horrible.
I don't know what y'all.
Fucking gatekeeper.
Listen.
Ain't no fucking gate. This is just a podcast.
Yeah.
The Keepers Podcast.
That niggas
You know
must
what
want
we keep?
content or
We
something.
keep desperation. We keep biting. That's what we are. The Biter Keepers Podcast. Fucking biters. Rakim rolling over in his grave. Rakim ain't even dead yet.
Rakim.
He probably got another 50
Come on,
years
how you
left.
put Rakim in the grave, bro?
He's already rolling over.
How you just put Rakim in the grave? He
He got another 50 years in life. The thought of it right now got him
Mute up
prepared to
right
roll
now,
over there.
man.
When he die at
You
102, he gonna be rolling over in his grave thinking about this shit. Y'all are horrible. How dare y'all do this to the Mecca?
Listen, man. Listen.
The fuck is going on?
Sometimes
What's in the water?
you gotta
Y'all
let.
fuck New York
sometimes you gotta let your peoples just be your peoples, know what I mean? And accept them for their thoughts that they got though. Know what I mean, I'm the one that's gonna be saying right here and tell you right now that New York ain't never fucking fall off. You know what I'm saying? We ain't for the biting ass shit. And that Bad Bunny is definitely and Bad Bunny is definitely not hip hop, bro. You know what I'm saying?
LA nigga, a DC
Not
nigga
hip-hop.
is telling you that
You
New York
just
did
say
fell
you
off.
never listened to his music, Trap, 3 minutes ago.
But listen. What I heard, I know that he ain't hip hop though. I know the jingle. I know the tone of that music ain't hip hop.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be no hip hop shit going on at
They
that.
fucking hip hop.
I don't think that shit gonna be a hip hop performance tomorrow next week at the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I don't think they're gonna be doing nothing within the hip hop. They're gonna be doing hip hop dances.
This is so crazy, man.
Huh?
Which part of it is
Bad
crazy?
Bunny is hip hop.
This is crazy, bro.
what
Look
is
how
going
far
on,
from
man?
this is only the 9th episode. It's only the 9th episode, and we ain't kept one gate. Fucking Bad Bunny is in now.
Stop, man.
J.
Niggas
Cole is the
rationalizing
only rapper,
drill,
and Bad Bunny is
biting,
hip hop.
Bad Bunny,
Man, the
J.
fucking
Cole.
hip hop world. This the laughing
What is the
stock of
true hip hop then? What is the true? What is the truth?
I don't even give a fuck no more. Can we
know.
please a minute 20 seconds?
Oh
This is enough.
no. Niggas
We're
went.
not
Niggas
even
went
keeping
an
the game.
hour about what it
Everybody's
ain't. Tell us
Trump
what
is
it
hip
is.
hop.
Niggas
I'm
went
waiting on
an
Trump
hour about
out next
what
week.
it
He
ain't. Tell
hip
us what
hop
it
too.
is.
Because he from Queens, right, Lex? He from
Tell us
fucking
what it
Queens.
is.
Trump
Because
next stop.
it's real easy to say what it ain't.
He from
It
Queens.
doesn't
He hip
cost you
hop.
anything.
He went to college
If you
in
say what
Queens.
it is,
Oh,
the
he's a
thing about
fucking
saying-
hip hop. That's where he got his fucking game
Calm
from.
down, bro.
So
Calm down.
PG,
thing about saying
PG,
what it is it's a high wire act because you might say the wrong thing and the nigga who was on your side might trade on you because he might not agree with what you say it
We
is.
explained
So
what it
tell
is
us what it
1,000
is.
times.
So
I don't gotta
listen,
explain anything about this
PG,
shit.
do you still look
That's a
at
real.
like
That's a
Nas?
real easy thing to do is to criticize. Somebody put something forward, you could criticize it, but you don't have to put forward anything.
We're not
Okay,
critiquing though. This ain't critiquing.
that I don't have to go by anybody's rules about what New York hip hop is. I'm gonna do what I want, and if a nigga want
As
to
you
stop me,
should.
come and stop me.
I agree.
Okay, PG, do you still think that
Respectfully,
Nas?
because I
Do
can't
you
fight.
think? Hold on. Do you think 50, Jay, Nas? Do you still think those guys are still New York hip hop, or you just think
Nope.
there's some big pop stars and entities now?
Well, they are big pop stars, but they're New York hip hop.
Okay, so you don't see their dominance and their prominence still like in culture right now, in the reflection of New York, in the essence of certain things that they do
Absolutely.
outside of just making music, like them running their businesses. You don't feel New York culture.
Shatif, I'm not on Spotify. I only use Tidal.
No, I ain't even saying. I'm just saying. I'm asking you a question.
It's not for the quality of the service. It's pretty good, but it's for a reason that I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm totally all about that. But we are very selective because look at the outfits the Furious Five was wearing. We're very selective about what
That's
we
how
say
the
New York
streets
is and isn't.
dress.
Bro, that was like
Okay.
50 years ago,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Okay.
what the hell is
Okay, so
going on
50
right
years
now?
ago is not the real culture, but
Look
but
at the
30 years
Warriors.
ago is. 30
What
years
was
ago
they-
is the
okay,
culture.
What was the
but
outfit
50
that
years
they should have
ago,
been wearing 50 years ago?
What
What was the
happened?
outfit they should have been wearing 50 years ago?
Who?
40 years ago?
What was the outfit? Who was wearing?
What was more street of an outfit that the Furious Five should have wore? What was more of a street outfit?
What they was wearing was street.
So then what are you
No
talking
one
about?
said it wasn't. Yeah, no one said it wasn't though.
Because they would get
was the
clowned
outfit
right
that
now
you
for
wore?
wearing that.
Huh?
And
They would get clowned right now for wearing that.
That's how the streets dressed then. So if you wear that outfit now, yes, because that is not what the streets are doing.
Oh, because times change.
Yeah, evolution.
You cannot become Chicago thinking times change. You're just a fucking biter. You cannot be. You
However,
can't be
they
in
were
Atlanta
crazy
thinking
that you
times
use that
change.
word biter.
Yeah,
It's
Atlanta.
crazy you
that's
use that word biter.
that's some biting shit.
It's
For y'all to
crazy
be,
that
hold on,
y'all
hold
use
on,
that
hold
word
on.
biter.
Wait. Listen. For y'all
You
to
know
be
what? I don't
calling
even know.
niggas
This ain't we ain't
ops
keep it
and
no game.
dots and
This is a waste of
shit,
time.
that
Trap
is some
in this
biting
shit
shit.
today. Bad Bunny is
It
in.
is what it is. It's
insane.
Bad
happening.
Bunny is
Regardless
in.
of what you want to say, it
You
is.
niggas want to
And
sound
J.
like you
Cole
from
is a Queens
anywhere.
MC.
Y'all talk like y'all
We
from
don't even need to
everywhere.
get.
It's
You can
crazy that y'all
criticize,
think
but
You
y'all.
slang from
you
How do
everywhere.
y'all
can't
use
criticize.
some?
But
This is corny,
I'm gonna get a
man.
logo made.
This is
I'm
like
gonna
ridiculous.
get a logo made. The Keepers Podcast, because ain't no fucking gate. Ain't no fucking gate.
Ops is a cultural word now, man. It's not. Just
Ops is
like
a Chicago
man.
word.
Just
that
like
biting
Cap.
asshole.
Just
Bro,
like
what?
Cap.
Bro.
We
No,
don't.
it's
Where's
not.
Cap from? Where's that from? Who started
Cap is
Cap?
old. It's 40 years, so it assimilated in the mainstream.
But where
Op
does
in
it come
Chicago.
from?
Stop biting.
He don't give a fuck about the history. He
where does
don't.
Cap
He's
come
proven
from?
that.
Where does Cap come from?
It was 40 years ago slang that went mainstream. Like, what's up?
No, but where does it come from?
It's a straight up forward answer. He can't answer it. Just say you don't know.
Cap is an old school New York word.
Shatif,
so why the fuck are we using it 40 years from now in the mainstream? It's an internet word now. It has no culture.
But op is an internet word too.
No, it's not.
No, it's because you guys own the fucking internet.
Op is an internet word. What are you talking?
Hey, bro.
They call nobody op shit, Lex.
You niggas been biting so much. I can't even tell what's other
trap in this shit.
Hold on, y'all.
How is it biting? It's culture.
New York niggas been saying op first.
Slang
and fucking
someone
that's Chicago
and
shit.
J. Cole is the Chicago.
So why isn't Chicago mad at New York? Y'all mad at New York, but Chicago not.
We not mad.
No, they are.
Who?
When I talk to people from Chicago,
none of us is mad.
People from Chicago be feeling the same way.
All they drill artists fuck with New York.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody fuck with New York, except we not fucking with that.
What's that?
I don't think it's very New York.
What's that mean?
We taking dictation from Paul.
We not fucking with that. What does that mean?
Y'all doing everybody else.
Yeah, that shit is,
who else are we doing?
That's what we doing. That's what's fly now.
No. Listen.
That's not fly
we
at all.
decide what's fly.
Biden is
we
fly.
came up with this shit. We decide what's fly. That's what we doing. Y'all not doing that shit. Y'all are behind.
So is East Coast Bloods and Crips biting?
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's not biting, but drill biting.
From an East Coast joker.
Show me the
You're
East Coast
absolutely
Bloods and
biting.
Crips.
Thank you, Sal.
You're absolutely biting.
Show me the East Coast G-Funk. Show me these
but just the Crip, adopting the Crip identity from New York. How is that not biting? Adopting the blood identity from New York. How is that not biting? Y'all didn't become low lives. Y'all didn't become 5%ers. Y'all didn't become Decepticons. Those are real New York gangs. So how come? How come that
we have a Grape Street? So how Grape Street in Jersey?
Yeah, where's the Grape Street in Jersey?
We became hip hop.
Why it wasn't Essex Street? Whatever street y'all got.
We got hip hop from these coasts. That's what we got. Hip hop.
5% is not a game,
and we all claim
it's not a game, and 5% is all over the nation, and it's not a game. The West Coast, down south, Midwest, it's everywhere. So
overseas,
yes, it's not a game.
I know it's a 5% from the South. It
did. Well,
so just because how brothers organize don't change that thing. Now, if they start making E-Funk, then we can talk. But you ain't making G-Funk.
We gave y'all G-Funk, bro.
So you don't have a problem with New York copying Bloods and Crips, but drill, that's where you draw the line. Drill.
No,
y'all can't be drill.
I'm not drawing the line.
Y'all could be GDs, Bloods and Crips, but don't do drill.
Should have never been embraced, bro.
That sound is ours. Not
Listen, I'm telling you, when you artistically express yourself, it should be unique of the code. So now if somebody starts making G-Funk, that's an artistic expectation.
But how is a New York nigga from a New York nigga being a Crip? What the fuck that got to do in New York? What do Crips and Bloods got to do with New York? That is not New York shit.
Bloods got to do with LA.
That's where they started. Y'all the ones that started that shit. That's where Bloods and Crips started. See, when it comes to drill, y'all wanna focus on where something.
Where's the nation
about hip hop? You're talking about something else.
But y'all want to focus on where something started when it comes to drill. But when it comes to Bloods and Crips, it don't matter where it started.
No, when it comes to the
but drill is also hip hop. So how come a kid from New York can't be influenced by hip hop? Why can't a kid from New York be influenced by hip hop?
Hip hop is culture and not music, Steve.
Yeah, what happened to the cults?
No hip hop.
Drill. You don't have a drill culture.
Not your culture.
So how do we have a Blood and Crip culture if we don't have a drill culture?
Because you, if you had a GD and a BD culture, and that's where it's built around, then you would have it.
We do got
niggas that's banging ain't even GD or BD. That's not even nothing that's connected.
There's BDs and GDs in New York, just like there's Bloods and Crips.
Yes, but all of y'all are drilling. That's nothing.
But if we could become, if you have no problem with us becoming Bloods and Crips, how do you have a problem with niggas drilling or saying they're
already produced the greatest art? First off, y'all was drilling before drill was a thing. But the fact that you reference how you get revenge in y'all wars as drilling is fucking weird.
It's why? Weird, yeah, but we say it stands. That's what we're doing. That's what it is.
I totally agree. So that's why y'all think. So that's why y'all think New York fell off.
Well, whatever you want to say, falling off is what's in
This is
now.
what you and Trill
Falling off
said.
is what's fine now.
Well, I said New York fell off because of the lack of talent being displayed. It's
But now
not
you
about
have
the
all
style
this
of
talent.
music.
You've been having all this talent for the last 10 years.
I
All
think
this
MV
drill.
Kane was an amazing rapper. I think Pop Smoke was a great rapper. I think K Flock are great
you have
rappers.
all these talented drill rappers.
Those
There
are
shouldn't be a
Pop
conversation
Smoke was
to fall
talented. MV Kane is absolutely talented.
Listen, so at the end of the day, you have
You
enough
got no
rappers to have
records talking
talent.
about talent.
So you need to stop pushing the narrative that New York fell off. Because you guys have all the drill raps. You got all the drill, you got a drill culture. That's what you just said, right? A drill culture. You guys up there just drilling.
Yeah, but
You
I
got
said they
all-
fell off because of the lack of talent.
New York.
Shout
I
out
agree
to
with Trill.
Big Ed.
I don't think it's.
Shout
I don't
out
think
to
it's because
Big
of lack
Ed,
of
the
talent.
first gay drill rapper.
The
Glock
reason-
boom.
The reason New York fell off is because we're taking any notes from anybody who's not from here. Niggas who is not currently making hip hop and niggas who is not from here. We should not be taking notes from anybody. Nobody else's opinion about what we do here matters. The only people, is the
So
people.
if it don't matter, why do this pod then? Like, what's the point of this then?
I'm talking about people who are making hip hop culture and hip hop music. The pod is the niggas on the pod can say what they want, but nobody can decide for New York what's New York and what's dope except for New York.
Okay.
Niggas can add to the conversation. I'm not saying Glasses.
Listen, y'all been stealing for so long. Listen,
I don't think it fell off. Shout out to Big Ant, the first gay drill rapper.
Hold on. Listen, y'all been stealing for so long. Y'all don't even know what's what. It's okay.
Shout out to Big Ant, the first gay
drill rapper. What it is.
Trying to dictate to us
You're
what
drilling and hopping and thotting.
So why is blooding and cripping cool, but drill music is where y'all draw the line? Now it's biting.
There is no art. It's no art. It's just organization.
In New York that's blooding and cripping, man.
They not doing that in DC. They not blooding and cripping in DC. They not blooding and cripping in Philly. They not blooding and cripping in Philly.
You know what would be biting, Trill? If y'all made a banging on wax, that would be biting.
But being a blood and crip ain't biting. But if we make banging on wax, biting.
I feel like we've gone as far as we can in this topic. We should probably. I know Glasses is heated, and I respect it. But I feel like we should probably move on because we're not going to get further in this. We're not going to go forward.
I don't think we should even do the podcast no more. Y'all not keeping the gate at all.
Y'all not gatekeeping Bloods and Crips.
Trying to decide what gates there are.
I'm gonna be honest.
You know what? No, we don't, because you don't want it to be a gate. You like whatever you do is hip hop. Bad Bunny's hip hop.
Y'all don't want to denounce East Coast Bloods and Crips, but y'all worry about drill.
Gatekeepers podcast feel like everything is hip hop. Sabrina Carpenter makes rap on PG.
Y'all refuse to denounce Bloods and Crips on the East Coast. That's not biting.
Lex is trying to convince me
there's a pain that we have.
Queen's
there's a pain that we have because we've influenced the world, but we don't like that we have. We don't like the fact that we've influenced the world. We want to reject it. I don't know what that is about. Maybe it's the pain and trauma that we feel, but the entire world for the last 50 years is completely different because of what we made, but we want to pretend it didn't happen. We want to reject every bit of it, probably because white people cannot be trusted. They fucked us over so much. But the fact is, we've influenced the entire world, and you want me to or nobody to mention it. Like we made something, we wrote something and went out into the world, and it changed the world, and we want to be like,
you should let him finish though.
No, PG, no, I'm not gonna let you finish. Sit back. No, just because you influence somebody, don't make that the thing. Taco Bell ain't Mexican food. I don't give a fuck if that's the only thing you ate. It just ain't. I don't care how much it was influenced. It's not that difficult.
You should know where your influence lies. You should know that, and you should talk.
It don't matter where your influence lies.
You should know that. You shouldn't disrespect it. That's my issue. Is the disrespect that New York gets nowadays. That's my issue.
The reason this is why New York gets disrespect because Mr. fucking Watts Crip trying to uphold it, and a fucking 5% of the DC upholding it. And the Brooklyn niggas saying it fell off, even though they got all the drill and biting raps they like.
You got LA niggas trying to tell New York niggas how to be New York niggas.
I'm not telling y'all nothing. I just know y'all not Chicago niggas. That's what I do know.
Whatever it is.
I want to be from everywhere else but from New York, man.
But from New York.
Purely.
What is that?
Based on what, Steve? Based on what are you saying that about?
What is that though? Like,
the fact that drill is in a title and you reference the fact that you emulate rappers from everywhere else except rappers from New York and outside.
It's making Steve say that we want to be from everywhere else.
We just went through
because you keep talking like everybody else.